Hey there, everybody, welcome back. Let's talk Manchester United. I don't think there was any Manchester United fan that thought that we were going to play the way we did today, and I'm going to get into that and more. But before I start, I do want to tell everybody watching, please like and subscribe, and if you haven't already, do check the shorts out of this channel. You will not regret it. Now, getting back to the game today, going in, me and every single football fan out there that knew this game was going to be played did not think Manchester United had any chance of winning. There were a lot of people saying that there's going to be 8 goals scored. It's going to be a disaster for United. It's going to be a massacre. The United team should be embarrassed. Shouldn't even go and play. And I thought that too for a little bit. I thought that today was going to be a horror show. I did not look forward to this game at all. In FPL, I triple captain Mo Salah. He did get 1 goal, so it wasn't a complete loss. But I did do that because I did not think Manchester United had any chance of winning. After the disastrous performances we've seen for the last couple of games, the horrendous effort that they put in, I did not think we stood a chance against the best team in England, and honestly the best team in the world right now in terms of form. And going in at Anfield, not Old Trafford, where they battered us 3-0 earlier this season, at Anfield, I really did not think we had a chance. I thought, and I did tell my wife, that they're going to score in the first 5 minutes, and it's going to be horrible. Maybe not 8-0, but 3-0, 4-0. I don't think we'll get a goal, because I learned a new stat today. Actually, not today, yesterday, and that stat does not stand anymore. Is United hadn't scored, until today, United hadn't scored a goal at Anfield in the Premier League since 2018. 2018! And we've had good sides that have gone there and managed to lose 7-0. And that was a good team. That was Ten Hag's first season where we did really well, and yet we lost 7-0. So going in today's game, I did not think we had a chance of winning. Every single prediction out there did not have us winning. The people who said we might win or draw were delusional. However, the people who said that we might draw the way we did last year, that was a possibility. I did not think we would do that because Ruben Amorim made one thing very clear, and that is he is not going to move away from his principles and his style of play. Ten Hag did that. He got results. But we right now, as United fans, we know that results at this point, they're important, but what's more important is that we play well. And there's an identity, not just getting points here and there, because those points are going to do nothing for us. What are we fighting for? Conference League? Because we're not going to make Europa League. We're definitely not going to make the Champions League spots. So what's the point in terms of the Premier League? We have to play well. If we played horribly and nicked a last minute winner and we won, I would be happy. I'm not lying, I would be happy. But I don't know about you, but I don't think I would be as happy as I am today. And let's get into this. Let's get into the game. As the game started, I thought we started well, like a lot of people did. But I thought it's just going to fizzle out. 20 minutes in, I was like, wow, we haven't conceded in 20 minutes. And maybe the snow had a factor to play. Maybe it was slippery. But again, that could be bad for us as well. And I think that's one of the reasons we conceded the first goal. Because the pitch might have been slippery. But either way, bad weather conditions were affecting both teams. So if Liverpool had a bad performance because of weather, we should have had a much worse. Because it was bright and sunny for the last couple of weeks where we were getting turned over on the pitch, like literally bent down and teams having their way with us. But today, that did not happen. And the first half stopped and the first half ended, and I thought that, okay, this is very similar to Arsenal where we did good. We did really well for 45 minutes, but I don't trust these players to do this for 90 minutes. And second half is where Liverpool have really excelled this season. The first halves, they're pretty good, but second half is where they've always scored a lot of goals, and I thought that same thing's going to happen again. And it did happen. They did score 2 goals. But guess what? Guess what happened with Man United today? We actually scored 2 goals. We hadn't scored any goals over Christmas. It was a horrible Christmas for United fans because we did not get any gift from our team. We got nothing, nada, just disappointment. Not even Cole. Cole would have been better. We got nothing over Christmas. So we did not think that we would score 2 goals going into this game, but we did. We scored 2 good goals. They were not just anything like random scattered box like a set piece. No, they were good goals. Especially the second goal, Garnacho. I do want to speak about Garnacho. Garnacho has been going through a tough time. All of these rumors out there, all of these articles saying that Garnacho might be looking to leave or United are looking to sell Garnacho, I honestly think that they're 100% horseshit. Honestly, I don't think there's any truth to that. I think it's the same old thing again and again, like when it comes to Manchester United. Just pick on a player, just find someone, put in negative information or any information, and it's going to spread. And that's what a lot of people do. Now Rashford's rumors, those feel stronger because they're coming from credible sources, but Garnacho, not so much. So I don't think Garnacho is in, like, United are planning to sell Garnacho whatsoever. Instead, I think what's happened is Amorim, and Amorim's a good speaker, something Ten Hag couldn't do. I think Amorim sat down with Garnacho and had a heart-to-heart with him, told him that, hey, if you want to get there, you want to be one of the best players ever, you want to be like your idol Cristiano Ronaldo, I can help you get there. But it's not going to be through the things that you're doing right now. You got to change. Change the fucking color of your hair. Like, shut off your social media and just put your head down and focus on football. And you're a winger, so focus on putting on fucking crosses in. And that's what he did today. And Ahmad with that amazing finish to make it 2-2. And honestly, today feels, in a long time, like after the City game, I felt amazing. Honestly, I did. But today feels better. And I don't know, they could go and fuck up all over again. But the reason it feels better is because we played better and we went toe-to-toe with Liverpool. This is something we've all known, that Man United on their day can play well. But the issue we've had throughout this season, and especially the last couple of weeks, is the amount of effort that the players put in. So here's 3 reasons why I think we won today. First reason, effort. The players actually put in effort today. And we know that they can do it because they're professional footballers. They're not picked off the streets. They're professional footballers and they can put in effort, but they don't. But today against Liverpool, they know that if they don't put in effort, it's going to get much worse. So they did put an effort in, and that made such a big difference. That's why we say it's not the manager, it's the players. You can put out whatever tactics you want there. If the players won't do it, there's no point what tactics you have. It's like chess. No matter how good a person is at chess, if the pieces that he's playing with, the powers don't work middle of the game, there's no point. He's still going to lose, and that's what happens with our managers. He tells the players to perform a certain way, but they can't even put passes through. So it's as good as them just like a sack of rice sitting on the field. But today that wasn't the case. Today the players performed and they played well. They held the ball well. They did give it away a little bit, but they did keep hold of the ball really well. Reason number 2 why we did well today, why we played well. We had a week's rest. And you clearly saw that in certain players, especially Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes, who for me were the best players today. Everybody had an amazing game, but these 2 players played really well. And they were both suspended against Newcastle, so they got 2 weeks rest, or at least 10 days maybe. And I think that played a big factor in them playing well. Because one thing about United is we have a squad, but most of them are shit. So you can't really rotate that much. So some players get played too much, like Ugarte, definitely Bruno Fernandes. And once you get tired, there's only that much you can play in the shit team when you're really exhausted. So the fact that they had rest, I think, is one of the reasons why they played better. And reason number 3, and the most important reason why I feel we played well today, is Ruben Amorim. I really think Ruben Amorim is who got the best out of these players. It's not the tactics. It's not their skill. They're not good enough. They're not good enough, I'll tell you that. But they've been horrendous for the last couple of games. Like, absolutely horrendous. It's not because they're not good enough. It's because if they're not good enough, that's why we're not going to finish top 4, maybe not top 6. But we shouldn't be as bad as we are. And that's purely because we have a lot of players who do not put in effort. Last week against Newcastle, we had a midfield of Casemiro and Eriksen who should not ever come on and play for Man United ever again. I really hope they get sold this week because they've been good for us in that first season, but after that, the decline, oh my good lord, seriously. So I thank you guys, but please fuck off. And all the rest of these players who really, the first team today pretty much, even Xerxes did really well. And one thing what I do want to say, the Manchester United fans, at least most of us, are the best fans in the world. We're not like City fans or even, I don't know, but definitely City fans, where we just start hating, or Arsenal fans who are just hating on their team right now, a lot of them. Xerxes today, when he came on board, the United fans actually chanted for him and sang for him, just to show him that, hey, last week wasn't about you, it was about the whole team. It could have been you, it could have been Casemiro being subbed off. We would have done the same thing. So that I really hope helped, because there's been a lot of rumors about Xerxes leaving, and I really think he will leave. But there's an off chance that he might actually turn things around because we don't know too much about Xerxes. We say he's shit because we've seen him be shit, but again, it's only been a little time. And things change. Look at Gravenberch. He had a pretty decent game today. He was really bad last season for Liverpool, so you never know. Same thing with Darwin Núñez. Right? So, but going back to Amorim, I really think communicates the simplest terms, communicated well with the team and told them, hey, you have to start performing better. I'm not getting sacked. Everybody knows that it's you guys. So you better start performing, especially against Liverpool, because this Liverpool are our biggest rivals. And if you don't put in a performance, if you go there, pull your pants down and bend over, the fans are not going to be happy and you're going to be enraged. And it really did something, because they actually went and put on a great performance, the best performance I've seen by a mile this season. And I really hope that we can continue on this, because now that the game is over, and honestly, I'm going to still keep on enjoying it. I know a lot of you are going to enjoy it this week. Next week, we play Arsenal. The last time we played Arsenal, we lost. This time we lose. Unlike today, we get knocked out of the FA Cup. It's not like the Premier League where if you drop points, it's whatever. We get knocked out of the FA Cup. So going into that game, if it wasn't for today, like yesterday, going into the Arsenal game, I was like, what's the point? Just give up. Why? Just save fuel. Like, Greta will be happy saving the amount of fuel you'll spend going to London and back to Manchester, right? But today, after today's performance, right now, I'm actually looking forward to that Arsenal game, because Arsenal are wounded. They do not have Saka. And they have a lot more games, important games than us. Because remember, we have Premier League games, but this is pretty much, this season for us is like the Premier League season, not the Europa League. The Premier League season for us is like a long preseason where Amorim is going to take these players, try and assess them, and try and make a good team for next season and for the Europa League, because right now it's too late. We're too far off to try and catch up for top 4 or even top 6, because the other teams are going to just start losing late, like we did, because we had a horrendous first half of the season. No one else is going to have that in those top 6 positions right now. Even Forest, I don't think, are going to have as bad a season now that we did. So we're not going to make top 6, no matter what. So let's experiment. Let's try and play better, and let's try and make this amazingly strong team that can actually win the Europa League. Because remember, like Jose's first season, if you win the Europa League, you make it into the Champions League and you get a trophy. And I really think that we have a good chance, because the good teams in there are with Lazio, Spurs, who are shit, right? So we have a good chance of winning the Europa League, and I think that's what everyone who has a brain knows, and as a Man United fan knows that's what we're aiming for. Last thing I want to say is, last time we were so excited after the City win, we went on 4 straight losses after that. I really hope it's not the same this time. I think it is a bit different this time around, because the performance was just different. And the transfer window is officially open, so we are going to make some signings, or at least try to make signings. I think we'll make at least one signing, honestly, because Rashford is gone. But if it's permanent or loan, Rashford is gone. He wasn't on the bench again. And honestly, I thank Rashford for everything he did for our club, but it's just a bad breakup. That's all it is. It's a horrible breakup. And in the future, we'll all look back and we'll smile and look at the good times. But as things stand right now, Rashford has to leave, and no one's going to shed a tear right now. Maybe some people would, but not most. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching. Take care and go Manchester United.